the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream. I love hockey. It's the greatest thing in the world, and I feel like it's my sole purpose for being on this planet. And whenever an opportunity comes up and presents itself for a skate, I'm all in, 100% of the time. And last month I went to Banff National Park with a couple of buddies of mine with the goal of skating on Lake Louise. This idea was spawned out of trying to outdo myself and top the video that I did on a trip to Jasper, Alberta a month prior when I went skating at the Pyramid Lakes. And it was an amazing trip and probably my favorite hockey trip I've ever done. Now, not only did this trip to Banff not go the way that I planned, it was an absolute disaster, which is hence the video title, but in between the spaces, there are a lot of positive takeaways. So let's rewind and I'm gonna explain everything. So this is Winnipeg, the city that I call home. And the day before this trip, I spent packing. The next day, I woke up at 4 a.m. I got up, I headed on the road towards Calgary. I went 2 time zones, 3 provinces, and 4 full gas fills to get to Calgary, where I went to my uncle's for dinner and stayed the night.
You made it!
I did. The next morning, I headed out bright and early towards Canmore, Alberta, and I was going to stay with a few buddies. Some familiar faces, some new ones you may not recognize from previous videos, but I'll get to that in a second. So I got in around 10 a.m. and this is where things started to go south immediately. In Jasper, when I skated there, we were blessed with the fact that there were already nets on the ice when we got there, ready to go. Here, there were absolutely no nets on Lake Louise, so we set out on a mission to go find a net, Trailer Park Boys style, if you know what I mean. We're going to steal a net from some kid's driveway.
That's incriminating evidence right there. You can't say that.
We're bored. Yeah. We're gonna drop it back off tomorrow night.
Hey, Trav's currently trying to go into the Canmore Rec Center to borrow a net.
We're gonna borrow. We'll have it back by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Basically told me to beat it. He said Lodge or Cougar Creek. So we did 2 more community centers, both with nothing to show for. All hope was lost until, yep, this guy shows up. I know, right? A Zamboni driving down the main street in Canmore. Like, what are the odds? You couldn't have asked for a better opportunity to find a net, right? Well, I asked him if I could borrow a net. Back up. Hold on. I'm going.
Oh, he's still going.
I'm going. I'm from out of town skating for like today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Could I borrow a net from you guys at the rink?
No.
I can give you cash.
Then turn right onto 15th
Might have to go to Calgary. You guessed it. We were going to go to Calgary to go find a net, maybe even 2. So we headed back to the hotel, got the guys into a great mood as always. I'm excited, man.
I think you're the only person who's excited right now.
To steal a net?
No, just for the day.
Oh. And we were off and on our way. Oh my god, holy shit. Steven, what are you doing? At this point, we have already gone 2 hours completely out of our way just to go and get a net. So we figured, hey, why not go for a skate, right? Trip over the blue line, bud.
Goal crease got in the way.
When the f did you get here? Some things never change.
So hold on, I'm doing business here for you.
I fired you 4 months ago. Let's see what you get.
200.
That's a legit bun.
Vegan pulled pork?
Look at that. Oh, I got smoke ring.
What's your vegetarian? Vegan?
It's jackfruit.
So we grabbed some lunch, fueled up, and we headed off to Okotoks. Now, you may be wondering why. Well, Okotoks was only an hour away. We were pretty close, and we had a hookup for an outdoor rink. And we realized that we were not going to make it back in time to get to Banff to skate with any lights out by the time we finally hit Lake Louise. So we hit up this amazing hilltop outdoor rink in Okotoks, and we skated into the night.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wow. Check out this beautiful weather. Undisclosed location, Calgary area. What do you think?
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this place.
I guess this place not dope.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. Look at this view. We got the rink. We got Jenner stopping a lot more pucks than me. We got Baklavowski putting me to shame. But look at that view. If money can't, I mean, I guess money could buy it if you got enough money, but. I think I speak for everybody here when I say that I think we had a lot of fun. The weather was beautiful. It wasn't really that cold out, which is pretty rare for skating outdoors in the prairies. You know, great company, a bunch of guys playing the best game on the planet. Now, what more could you possibly ask for, right? Well, this is exactly where things started to head downhill. We headed home on a 3-hour journey into the night into probably one of the biggest snowstorms I've ever seen, back into Canmore, to find our hotel completely underwater. Only my room was underwater because there was a pipe in the ceiling that had burst and exploded, and everything was soaked. So this is the charger for my camera. It's about 3 in the morning right now, and so far laptop ports are all messed up, so I can't actually put files into the way that I want to. Big camera, charger for it doesn't actually work anymore. It's my battery charger for my DJI Osmo, but this thing actually caught on fire and started to like spark. This is all because everything got waterlogged. But where the pipe burst, my laptop was sitting right directly underneath it. Somehow, some way, they didn't die. Holy shit. My laptop's basically useless because I can't plug shit into it now, and I also can't charge it. That is a problem.
There was a little leak. I think a pipe might have froze. I don't know where, but like might have been in Trav's room. And yeah, kind of soaked everything, but minor details. We're just gonna have fun on Lake Louise.
We took on more water than the fucking Titanic last night.
It's not that wet, okay? That's what she said.
Reached out and talked to the people at Parks Canada, so we got permission to bring nets onto the ice today. We're playing a legitimate game, Lake Louise today. It is going to be a magical morning, magical visual. Jeez, you learn to speak, Travis. Look at this. Already shaping up to be a great day. Life hands you rotten apples, make asparagus soup. I'll be honest, I was pretty pissed off. I was in a really bad mood considering my whole goal of making a cool video on Lake Louise that would top what we did in Jasper was all but ruined, but I still think we had an awesome time.
Making a couple saves out in Lake Louise.
Yeah. And what do you think so far? Do you think the shooters have been good so far, aside from that one little
Well, I mean, Keeks can't find a hole here, so it's a pretty tough day for him. I think it's pretty easy for all of us out here today.
Yeah, we're having a pretty good time. Brendan Jenner, former Nate All-Star, thanks for your time. Jenner, you get the final call.
I think that's a save.
That's a save?
That's a save.
So that was it. 3 days, a whole lot of adversity later, and that was the trip. The trip was supposed to continue with my former roommate and teammate in Sweden, Liam Sweeney, heading to Vancouver with me for a week, but that got postponed for another trip. And that video is going to come up shortly because we did actually recently do that trip as well. After that, I headed back to Winnipeg. I packed up, I went to my uncle's one last time for dinner that night in Calgary. The following morning, I did the final trek home back to Winnipeg. Oh, hey, didn't expect to see you there so quickly. If I would have known you were coming, I probably would have been a little bit better prepared. But Banff trip was awesome, but what's even awesomer is the folks at Saxx. Saxx, when it comes to clothing companies and apparel companies, you got to be very selective of who you choose to support. You don't want to choose any of those companies that scam people, take their money, and scam their creators. Maybe coming from Sweden or something. But with Saxx, you ask anybody at the grocery store, at school, they all know with Saxx comes the highest of quality possible. From their gitch to their shirts to their shorts. Saxx has a new swimwear line coming up for this season. And as you can tell, they look awesome. And I'm right in the middle of swim season right now. I mean, it's +2. It's a beautiful, balmy 2 degrees here in Canada today. Go to the link in the video description and pick out an awesome pair of Saxx shorts from the swimwear line, and I guarantee you'll be looking as good as me out here tanning this swim season. Thanks to Saxx for sponsoring the video. A couple house cleaning things before I wrap up this video really quick. There isn't really an upload schedule right now, so videos like these are kind of coming up on random days, random times. Also, my new podcast with Pat Shea, Slinging the Biscuit, drops April 1st. So that's in 3 days from now. I hope you're excited. I'm excited for it, and it's going to be a weekly podcast moving forward. Also, I was just in Vancouver recently with Pasco Vallana for about 10 days, so I got some awesome videos coming up from the Vancouver trip, as well as a travel vlog coming home from Vancouver on the V-Rail, something a little bit different. I'm doing a new YouTube membership thing. YouTube has a new members feature where you can get access to exclusive videos, early access on merchandising, exclusive discounts. So all the discounts that I normally have, if it's $5 off, if you're a member, you get $10 off. If it's 10% off, you're now getting 20% off. There's already a bunch of videos from my skates with Pasco Vallana. They're already up on the members page, so if you sign up, it's like $5 a month. If you're broke and you can't afford it, well, that's no problem either. The normal videos will come out whenever they come out. So just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. I'm actually not cold, surprisingly. See you in the next video. You doing that? That shot's actually sick. If you take a look to the left, last night's pizza. You take a look to the right, that's free money right there. Also, Sweeney's wallet. If you look at the imprints on the outside, you've got a lot of toonies in there.
Yeah, but they got no center.
He's making his own currency.
Yes.